Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. Got a couple pieces of mail over the last couple days, so I figured I'd show those off and then take a chance to talk about a couple things related to the National. Just had a lot of time to think about it as I've watched videos over the last 3 or so days. Hey, look, I got a text. So I think that I'm gonna shoot for 2023 in Chicago. I don't really have a desire to go to Atlantic City and deal with having to fly into Philadelphia, go another hour into Atlantic City. And I remember the only other one I've been to, I believe, was 2003, and it was Atlantic City. And yeah, I just remember not being too impressed. So I think I'm going to shoot for 2023 and on my above my desk here so that I can keep it in mind as I'm looking, searching eBay and all the other websites. I'm going to put this up there so that I can kind of remember that's what my goal is. And not to buy stuff that I really don't want. It's something that I've already been working towards, focusing more toward quality than quantity, combined with sending off a lot of stuff to consignment to sell to downsize my collection. So when I go, what I'll be looking for is the, any at that point remaining T36 cards that I need. The American Tobacco auto drivers. They still slowly matriculate onto eBay, and I find one that I need every now and then. But I don't believe that I'm going to be able to finish the last third of that set in the next couple of years. So, hopefully I'll be there, and maybe I'll find a couple random sellers that have them. So a thought I had, it's interesting how we all hobby differently, and, I'm a proponent of, you hobby your way, whatever works best for you. Is where I see a lot of people buying stuff at the National that, it's like stuff that you could buy on eBay for the same, for roughly the same price. So I guess I feel like there's nothing special about it. I guess since I'm not going to be a year in, year out going to the National, it's expensive to go. I guess some people seem to think, some people, are doing a lot better than I am, and the cost to fly and get a hotel and all that, no big deal to them. Well, I'm not one of those guys. It's a big deal. It's a lot of money. And I also think about what all that money I spend, what card I could buy with that. I could buy a really nice card for my collection with that. So when I go, I want to be looking for the scarce stuff. I have a couple of sets. I mentioned the T36 set, and there's another Indy 500 related set from 1954 that I say I'm working on, but I think I've only got 2 cards from it. They don't come up very often. Hell, they may be more scarce than the old tobacco card, the T36 cards. So, the stuff I'll be looking for is stuff that's scarce, or something that's like a grail card that's a little more available. Maybe I get outside of those 2 sets and I find, one of the old football cards that I want or something like that. I don't want to go and just buy a bunch of low-end stuff that I can find at the Dallas card show or on eBay for roughly the same price. Since I'm not going every year, I need to make it special. And I want to remember that I picked up that card at that show. And that's just my take on it. Something I've been thinking about, or it just kind of came to me today, what I'm going to do, since the stuff I'm looking for is pretty random. And it's not just for the National. I'm actually going to do this soon. I'm just going to do a little, whatever it is, not PowerPoint. I don't even know what the hell it's called on the computer. But I'm going to take a page with the images of the couple of sets I'm looking for, so people know what the cards look like. Because sometimes I ask if they have them, and they look like a cow looking at a new gate. They just have this glazed over look in their eyes and have no idea what I'm talking about. So I was thinking, I'm going to do that for the National. And then I'm like, well, we got the Dallas show here, so I'm going to do the same thing and just start having it for shows so I can say, hey, these are what I'm looking for. do you have any of these? You know, odds are they don't. And then another thing I want to do, I try to be good about grabbing business cards when I can. But I would think that at the National, there's going to be, you know, almost everybody's going to have business cards. So if I show them this sheet and they say, oh, you know what, I might have some of these at home, I want to grab their business card and also give them one of mine. You know, they're liable to lose it with all that they're doing. But at the same time, if they know it's at home and they might be able to make a sale, you know, maybe they try and take care. So I'm going to have, you know, some business cards of my own made just with my basic contact information so that, you know, hopefully I can make some connections and do some things further down the road, even not at the National or, again, at the Dallas Card Show. So need to do that sooner or later. But those were just some of my random thoughts. I mean, feel free to comment on anything, you know, in response to anything I said. But we're going to turn it around, and I'm going to show you just the last 2 days. I've gotten one piece of mail each day. Nothing big, but we'll check it out, and I'll turn it around, and I guess that's it for now. All right, so I told you I got a couple of mail days. So you see Topps Baseball Living set in front of you. So yesterday, my 10 Alek Manoah cards showed up. I know you haven't seen me talk much about Manoah since his debut. I admit I got excited, but, you know, I even subscribed to the MLB package for a month thinking, oh, well, I'll watch his starts. It's baseball, man. I cannot get excited about baseball. It bores me to tears. My wife and I watched every game, missed a couple innings, but watched every game of the U.S. women's softball in the Olympics, and it was so much more exciting to both of us than Major League Baseball is. It's just a snooze fest. But it obviously did pick those up for the Manoah collection because, you know, hopefully there'll only be one of them. Hopefully he'll be a Blue Jay forever and go into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And then today, got a plain white envelope from my buddy Brad over at Texas Card Dude. I will put a link to his channel below. He goes live multiple mornings a week. So I encourage you to go check him out, subscribe, and like. Oh, and yeah, like my video, please, if you watch it. That would be awesome. But he just sent me over. He said he had so this was from last year. This is the 2020 Stadium Club John Means red parallel. So he was kind enough to send that over to me. That is awesome, and I will put it with the rest of my John Means cards. And my little WVU baseball collection continues to grow. But that's what I got. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. Have a great day. Be smart, be safe, and don't be a dickhole.